What did Maroon 5 say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Every day, with every Mahjong game, further from God we stray. Opponents give me torment and I'm just the prey. Whenever we have good hands, let's be honest, babe. It hurts, but folding really is the play. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, I'm so happy. I'm genuinely so happy. I can't believe we won one. But honestly, if you flip a coin 10 times in a row and the first 9 flips are tails, you're due for a heads, okay? We're going back into the Jade Room today. And as we load in, let me just say this. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. It brings us to today's featured comment of the day. Mono Low Breaks writes, Yusong are normal and not desperate vibes guy. 72 updates, by the way. 72 updates. The entire community came together to push this one to the top. Thank you so much for the kind words. We're gonna get into that in a second. Before I do, I also want to take this moment to shout out the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now and a whole bunch more. Sincerely, thank you to everyone on the Patreon for allowing me to keep doing what I'm doing. They give me the biggest slice of the pie there. It is the best way to support me. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. What do you mean are totally not desperate? No, I'm just kidding. I know it. The worst part is, I know what you're talking about, okay? I've done some, we've obviously been doing a lot of collaborations with our good friends and colleagues, right? Northern Lion, K Lovely, Momo, Flack Black. We've been doing a lot more collaborations than normal. And, you know, I can see it. I can see the desperation, but I also think it's a human thing, you know? I think it's a human thing. You want, whenever you're talking to someone new, you want them to like me. Now, is Yusong showing it a little bit more than is probably socially acceptable? Yeah, yeah, definitely. But you know, I gotta live my truth. What does that mean? Hang on. I think it's the Westwind cut. I feel terrible if someone calls pawn there, but I'm one tile away from Tenpai. I am hoping that we draw into 8 of Bamboo. Number 1, 8 of Bamboo is already slightly less likely to draw into because one of them's already been discarded. Secondarily, I would love to call Riichi discarding the 5 of Circles. Why? Burp. Sometimes I move away from the mic to burp. Teizande reference in the year of our Lord 2025. About to be 2026. If we get to call Suji with the 5 of Circles, that's a devious little thing that we could do, right? Ooh, okay. I mean, this is no Suji trap has been set, but I get to call Riichi in the dealer seat. That feels pretty good. And also, no one pawned the door, which feels great, and we see 1 copy of the red 5. I like my odds here. And if someone else wins this hand, we can hope that it's not a Gigantamax hand. We can hope that it's not, you know, it can't be 3 red 5s, you know, 4 copies of the door, 55 burgers, 55 fries. Rylord has the scariest hand right now. Rylord seems to be going for a half flush in the bamboo suit, but they might have started to fold after I called Riichi. It's hard to tell right now. It's genuinely hard to tell. That 6 of characters is certainly a little bit of a bold choice. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game today? I'm doing okay. All the collaborations, they do they do have me evidently very nervous. But I don't know. There's no other way. You know, I think people are like I've seen some mixed messages. Like I've told you this outright. Whenever I go into these collaborations, I have on my notes app, here are some topics that I think would be good to talk about. You know, you ever see that one viral tweet that's like, my dad writes an agenda for whenever he meets with his friends at the bar, like every week. And it's like cute. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're going to talk about, you know, we're going to talk about the NFL draft or whatever. And then we're going to transition into talking about the lawn care or something. Look, the contents of that, this hand is really bad. I should have considered orphans a little bit more. We had 8 orphans. I don't know. This hand, I don't want to play this hand like orphans though. It just feels so bad. Like 9 unique orphans. No, not even 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 unique orphans. The reason why unique orphans are important is because don't say we're trying to put on a Broadway production of Annie. He said it anyways, and that's the hard part, right? Like you could have Like, you could have 3 copies of the West Wind. You're not going to count that 3 times. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's not a good idea if you're thinking about how difficult your hand is to play in order to actually get into Tenpai. All right, this is a little bit of a stinker, but you know, we got a healthy lead in East 1. If it's someone else's turn to call Ron, it's someone else's turn to call Ron. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing the world's goofiest half flush in the circle suit. Do I honestly expect... I mean, I don't have to go for the half flush now. And there's a chance. If I draw White Dragon, this hand becomes nasty. I mean, I pawn here, I think. I pawn here. I want to keep the 3 of characters. If we draw into the Dora tile, which is the 4 of characters, I'll keep the 3 of characters around. This is a little ridiculous. Our nut draw, it should be obvious, but the nut draw is the White Dragon. We can go for big 3 dragons. It helps us, you know, advance our hand. Okay, just drawing into some circle suit tiles, that doesn't hurt us either. If someone goes Riichi here, we can also full with the green dragons. You can boo me all you want, but like genuinely, and I don't think that anyone in the community is really doing that. I think it's the haters that live rent free in my mind. But I think that's the right play here. Ariane, you know, it has so much potential, but it's like, I don't know, betting on the financial future of a 5-year-old or the financial success of a 5-year-old. It's just like way too far away from it's way too far from adulthood. It's way too far from Tenpai. It's way too far into the future. Anyway, I write down my little topics. People are like, "Oh, Yusong, that's a little cringe." I don't think so. It's genuinely. I mean, you could definitely call it cringe. I'm not gonna take away anyone's right to call anything cringe. I'm not gonna con here, and you might call that cringe as well. But like, I don't want other people calling Riichi and eating my entire lunch. I just don't want that to happen. It's genuinely the way that I do social interactions, though. Like, otherwise there would be no collabs. I would just be like too nervous and I would be silent for 40 minutes. And I don't know, some people might be into that, but I personally don't want to bring like that kind of energy. I genuinely, I told you about this a few weeks ago. I spent like, I accidentally, I think I'm an introvert at heart. I accidentally, you know, in that episode of Parks and Recreation where Ron Swanson accidentally schedules all of their meetings on one day, the one day, the one day is real. Don't round me off of this. When they accidentally schedule all their days on all their meetings on one day because they didn't think that day was like a real date on the calendar. Hang on. I mean, this hand is like kind of decent, right? Like this is, I'm 1 tile away from Epic Tenpai. It's not great. A lot of the 6s are gone. Yeesh. For that reason, Sharks, I'm out. For that reason, Sharks, I'm genuinely out. Rylord's going for a very goofy 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. Maybe a half outside hand. I honestly don't recommend it in this economy. I think it's, yeah, you kind of got to bend over backwards and the hand better, like, I'm not trying to threaten them or anything, but it better have more value than just Sanshoku half outside hand. I should be playing a little bit safer. But yeah, I don't think that we're going to get into Tenpai. I think we're just going to try to make it into exhaustive draw without dealing in and without making too many enemies. Anyway, I like was rescheduling all of my friend hangs because I was like, you know, just struggling with like life and stuff. It's a very big transitionary phase. You know, breakup a few months ago. It's like a weird time. Leveling with 4 Dora. Oh, tips for Dora, milady. Oh my goodness. Holy. All right. A crossword's going to want those points back, but damn, Daniel. 4 Dora, Rylord emoting. That's fine. That's a fine emote. I mean, it's a little BM towards a crossword, but at least you didn't win that hand and then you immediately reach for the emote button. That's grounds for ending up in the death note, buddy. Anyway, so I was like rescheduling. I was procrastinating hanging out with friends. I know that sounds like a weird thing, but I was like, well, I know it's good for me to see people right now. I just don't want to see people right now. So I was procrastinating. All those things fell on 1 week, and as a result, I did like 20 hours of socializing when I usually just do 6 in a week, you know? And it was just like, it was just too much for one small Yusong. And I'm still feeling like the reverberations of that now. It was a few weeks ago at this point, but it's like, well, my backlog for my YouTube channel is still fricked. And I'm not saying that, oh, boo. No, okay, obviously I'm not trying to be like, and that's the worst thing that's ever happened to anybody. Like, no. But it's like, well, this is really annoying and I'm really stressed out all the time because of it. And I don't feel great about, I just don't feel great about it. Hang on. What am I supposed to throw here? Because this hand is like maybe awesome. If I draw into like 7 of bamboo, why? I think what I'm supposed to cut here is 1 of bamboo followed by 1 of bamboo. Yusong, go for this hand. You got 5 pairs in your hand, no album out. Yeah, but I'm also like in the lead-ish. I don't want to throw away this entire lead unless I absolutely have to. I mean, maybe the push here is a little better, but we'll check this with Maka. East 2 folding decision. Also, I just glanced over, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Jon Snow in the know. Thank you for dropping a prime even when I'm not streaming. Incredible username. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think you dropped the prime immediately as I stopped recording the last video. So I genuinely appreciate your support. Okay, hang on. I still don't want to deal in 8 of characters is evidently a safe tile. I should have gotten rid of that a little bit earlier. If a 9 of bamboo comes, ooh, okay. This is awful, but I'm gonna go for it. Like, I'm going inside Suji. Like, they're not waiting with a 3-4, and they're not waiting with a 6-7. And because of both of these tiles passed after Right Lord called Riichi, and I don't want to deal in with the red 5. Like, we could still deal into like a 4-6 or something dastardly like that. So I want to throw the less valuable version of my 5F circles first. Obvi. Okay, and Left Lord's going to win this one. That's fine. I mean, it's going to be harder to get first place as a result of this, but at least we don't pay out the dealer penalty. Oh, man, this is going to hurt. This is a good hand. This is basically a manga. They had an awesome triple-sided weight, right? They could have went off of the 4 of characters, the 5 of characters, or what they actually did win with, the 7 of characters. Still anyone's game. I'm not going to count us, like, totally out of it. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, God. I mean, this is nothing. This is just a big pile of nothing right now. What am I, my Bitcoin wallet? Ooh, okay. Great political commentary, Yusong. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm still, like, and I'm still tired. I just, like, don't want to... I know this, it makes me sound like a Christmas grouch right now, and I realize I'm Christmas grouch posting on main, but, okay. I mean, another big 3 dragons. The Yakuman's so nice, they gave me a chance for it twice. Oh, yeah, well, now it's impossible, so no one's going to be mad at me if I just cut the red dragon. I'm like, you know, right now it's roughly the holiday season. You know, I'm not going to complain about this in the sense that it is very privileged to be invited to anything, like genuinely. I've had very lonely years where it's just like Yusung's not getting invited to that much, and that's like not anyone's fault. You know that just like sometimes happens, and it's why I'm trying to take like improv classes and trying to meet friends now, because I want to either invite people to stuff or get invited to stuff. However, the downside of this is that like my introvert battery is like, it's fried. You know when like your phone starts heating up, like when you have a phone that's like 5 years old, and every single night when you charge it, it gets like dangerously hot, and you're like, oh, what's going on here? I don't know. Is this gonna be like another Samsung explosion or whatever? Sorry for the bad PR. It's the first thing that came to mind. Is this gonna be another, like, is my phone gonna explode? I mean, that's what my social battery feels like right now. It feels non-existent, and so like I'm grouch posting it. I feel guilty about it. I just feel bad turning down invites, but at the same time, like, I know myself. You want to know what my absolute goal is right now? Self-preservation. Like, genuinely self-preservation. It is not saying no to things because I like don't want to talk to anyone. That's a part of it. But also, like, the thing that the thing that I want them the thing that I didn't even know this is in the game. It's the first time I've seen that. It's the first time I've seen that. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little stun-locked right now. The things that are, like, you know, I don't know if other people will understand this. I think most people would. But the important things for me right now are making sure that I go to the grocery store every week, making sure that my laundry gets done, making sure that my YouTube stuff and the Twitch stuff, that all of it gets done. Because I am not even operating at, like, I am operating the ideal Yusong that I see in my mind. Ripped. Six-pack. No, the ideal Yusong in my mind is just like confident, gets good sleep, like has healthy habits. Like that's honestly the most important things to me. But the ideal Yusong and the output that ideal Yusong would do, and it's not like this is like a bootlicking capitalist thing. Like it's not like, oh, productivity equals good, and that's like an absolute truth. No, I don't think that that's true. I'm sorry to get a little based on Maine right now, but that's just I think that a lot of people have been tricked into thinking that productivity is the end all be all. It's the holy grail. It is the only thing that makes life worth living. I don't know. I mean, have you played video games? They're pretty good. Have you seen a comedy show? They're pretty good too. Gone outside on a day with good weather? Get a nice little boba for yourself. Oh, okay. Now you're gonna tell me that 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku. Sorry, like a sleeper agent. I was just activated for a second. What do I want to cut here? I think it's 2 of circles, 2 of circles, followed by 1 of circles. Please draw me into 6 of circles. Okay. I don't like this, but at least the tiles that we need to throw are safe for Right Lord. Like 2 of circles is guaranteed safe, and then 1 of circles, we know that they're not waiting with a 2-3. They could have a double pair wait on the 1 of circles and something else. That would be pretty unlikely. They could have a 7 pairs hand. That would stink. But I think our hand is good enough to go for it, right? Like, we have Riichi, Pinfu, Tanya, pure double sequence, maybe. Like, this is a Sanshoku, right? Sanshoku, if we draw into that almighty 6 of circles. Wow, that's really good. And then Left Lord. Okay, a lot of my enemies are being my friend right now. This is incredible. They're throwing out all the tiles that I'm too scared to throw. Westwind is a guaranteed safe tile. I am into this. I don't know if I chase the Riichi necessarily. If I draw into 5 of bamboo, I'm legally obligated to chase the Riichi. Ooh, this is one of the luckiest rounds of Riichi Mahjong I've ever played. Like, it might not seem like it, but every single dangerous tile that I've drawn into, someone else has been like, oh, right this way, right this way, my lord. Like it's actually a safe tile, and it's gonna feel awesome to discard it. If 8 of... I have to here. It's just so good. I'm sorry, Right Lord. I'm so sorry, Miss Jackson. My hand is so good. 7 of characters is the nut draw, because then we get the Sanshokler as well, right? Riichi, Pinfu, Tanya, Sanshokler. That's a Mongon right there. Even if we don't get that, Riichi, Pinfu, Tanya with a double-sided banger on either side, like, I am okay with this. I'm genuinely okay with this. It feels like a good weight. It feels like our sumo chance is what, 6%? It's still pretty high. We're discarding safe tile. We're discarding safe tile after safe tile. Unfortunately, our luck, is pretty good. It's not great. Right Lord is able to sumo this one. Single tile York for the 4 of... Single tile York for the 4, baby. That's fine. Now we're competing with Right Lord for second place. First place is still in play as well. I wouldn't count us out quite just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is a 5th shape that we have in our hand that we just kind of drew into. What do we want to see? I was gonna say another Southwind. That's feeling unlikely now. 6 of bamboo is kind of okay. We can turn this floating 7 into a 6/7. 6/7. Yeah, the things that I'm more obsessed with right now are just more self-preservation coded, and it feels boring, and I feel really guilty because I'm like, oh, I don't want to slight anyone by saying like no to something, but I feel like most people will understand. Sometimes you just got to do the really boring stuff, and there's nothing, and there's no other way around it. The ideal Yusong, the type of videos that ideal Yusong wants to put out, ideal Yusong has such a thick THICC backlog of Riichi Mahjong videos that he actually has time to check out other Mahjong related or non-Zhong related games as well. 789 Sanshokler here is nasty. 8 of characters is my nut draw. It's so not funny how good 8 of characters. Riichi, Pinfu, guaranteed Sanshoku. It's a 4-Han slapper. Left Lord already has 2 completed sets. They're going to have a really hard time folding this one. Yeah, 8 of characters here is so good. I might even chi into 8 of characters. I mean, it's not... I mean, I could chi the Dora. 1 Han... Oh... Because now we're not going to get the Dora. I don't hate this. I want to see what Maka thinks about East for all the ignored Dora cheese. Like we could have been in Tenpai a long time ago. We get lucky here, and that Left Lord draws the tile that we need, and then they can't use it in their hand. Sanshoku 1 DZ. It's fine, right? We get to stop Left Lord's reign as the dealer. They don't get to amass a gigantic lead. We get to be in the dealer seat. That feels awesome. And we, the winning a 2-Han banger is certainly not gonna hurt. Weird hand, right? I mean, good hand, but weird hand. Because I want to pawn up the red DZs, and I see it, right? I see the I see the 789 Sanshoku before me. The mixed triple sequence so nice we drew into it twice. I don't know if we want to like open our hand for any of that. Like, ooh, a little bit weird here, right? Like, I like the Sanshoku as much as the next guy. I think I'm cutting 8-9. I know, this is really sad for any Sanshoku enjoyers in the audience, but that is my weakest shape right now. If I have to discard a Westwind to find a pair in this hand, so be it. Like, I'm totally okay with that. I'm genuinely okay with that. The Westwind is not bringing us any value, right? The Westwind is neither our seat win nor is it our prevalent win, so we're okay tearing this triplet apart if we absolutely have to. 8 of circles we would love to see in our hand. And right now, Yusong just, like, doesn't even have a backlog. He's trying really, like, he's trying. I'm trying to give myself props, not out of, like, a braggadocious kind of way, but just in a self-compassion kind of way. 1 tile away from Tenpai. That's a great draw. 4 of bamboo or 8 of bamboo will get us into Tenpai. That feels great. But he's trying. He's trying really hard to get things back on track right now. Today, it's a little bit of a race against the clock. I'm recording this on the day of the Mahjong maintenance. The Mahjong maintenance is going to start later this afternoon. I want to try to get as many videos recorded as I possibly can. I don't hate this chi. I don't hate this chi. Me practicing my Naruto. No, me trying to balance out my inner yin and yang. I don't hate this chi. That's probably, I'm probably mixing a bunch of different. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh my god, Yusong. Oh my god. I mean, I don't hate that chi either. I'm looking for a 4 though. I'm looking for a 4 of bamboo. Y'all got any more of those 4s? I might still fold here, by the way. It's a little sad, but if someone calls Riichi, like, I got 3 perfectly good safe tiles burning a hole in my pocket. That would be excellent. 4 of bamboo is our nut draw. Oh my god. I mean, that's not super regrettable or super punishing, but it's just I'm seeing a lot of bamboo, but none of the tiles are the ones that I actually want. It is the Dora indicator, right? So there's already one less lonely girl in the world as a result of that. Left Lord is gonna call Riichi. Unfortunately, folks, this is where we might have to depart. How do we get out of this bucket of syrup? We need Left Lord to cut 6 or 7 of circles. They don't. I could cut this. It's Suji Gaming. Do I think that they have a 1-2 in their hand? I mean, they absolutely still could. Look, it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. And if Left Lord wins this one, if they sumo this one, we're on the hook for the dealer penalty. I don't. Wow, that's so giga sad. But now I can get back into Tenpai fairly easily as well, right? Pawning any of these tiles feels good. Does it actually feel good? I have 2 more safe tiles, or I can do the stupidest Tenpai of all time. Double pair York. I mean, it's the only way that I win. Even if I lose this hand, this is an aggressive play by me. Even if I deal into a Mongon, I'm still not in last place. I don't know if that's how I should be thinking, but I am trying to avoid last place at all costs right now. 7 of characters. We're lucky that it's a safe tile. I need to see. I don't think this push is correct. I think that we were supposed to keep 2 copies of the 7 of circle, 7 of bamboos in our hand for safe tiles. South one pawn into push decision. This is fricked up. Left Lord is going to sumo this hand after all. We would have... There were single tile York in it for the 3 of circles. Okay. Not a great hand, but a fine hand. At least our dealer penalty is a little bit smaller. And now, albeit our last dealer seat is gone, we can still win this game. We can absolutely still win this game. And 2 Dora and a what looks to be like a kind of a Tanyo hand. I think this can absolutely get there. All we need is like a Mongon or 2. And I know that's copium. The copium is the chef was working really hard on making the copium good today. But it's still possible. It's genuinely still possible. Northwind is our seat win. We're going to want to hang on to that for a little bit longer if we can. What is our nut draw? I think our nut draw is a little bit weird here. I think our nut draw is another 2 of bamboo, right? 2 of bamboo opens us up for pure double sequence. It opens us up for Tanyao. It opens us up to be able to pawn the 4 of characters for 3 Dora. That would also feel nice. So yeah, Yusong's on a big self-preservation arc. He feels really guilty about saying no to social stuff. And it always is like this. I don't think that, I think in my entire life, I don't think I've ever had a capital B, like, balanced social life. It's either, oh God, what have I been doing such that I feel so lonely that I haven't seen anyone in checks watched 3 months? So now let me start hanging out with everybody. Okay, hang on. Oh my God, yes. Like, this is disgusting. 678 San Shokler Pinfu Dora Dora. Please, 7 of Bamboo is so nasty here. This is the game where this is infinite Sanshokus. Like, this is so good. I think if we get 7 of Bamboo, I have to Riichi. Pinfu guaranteed Sanshoku Dora Dora. It is a manga, but if I Riichi, it's a Hanemon. Oh, the greed. The greed is so strong with this one. I just want to slam the like and subscribe if we get the 7 of Bamboo. If we get 7 of Bamboo and it's a cheeing moment, I don't hate that, right? Sanshoku Dora Dora, nothing. I could also, like, cut the 2 of Bamboo and guarantee myself Tanyao, right? Sanshoku Dora Dora Tanyao. It's okay. I could get 3 Dora. It could just be a manga on that way as well. I don't know. And I'm seeing a few copies of the 4 of Bamboo being cut. Oh! Okay, this is a little bit of a stinker. Right Lord with a good hand. It's a 2-han hand. I don't know. I think I probably would have cheated that one. Sanshoku Dora Dora with a Tanya chance. I don't know. It's a really tricky moment. It's both good and bad what has just happened, right? It's good in the sense that Left Lord, their points get, someone takes a bite out of their points, so it's easier for us to get first. But it's bad in that the person that we're competing with for second right now got those points. So, mixed bag. This hand, no Sanshoku in sight, but like the way this game has been going, we'll stumble into it somehow. We'll Tony Stark found this Sanshoku in a cave within a box of scraps. Like, we'll definitely get there. Northwind is our sea wind. It's been once discarded, twice shy. I don't think that's what I'm going for. Yeah, it's either like I am so lonely and I haven't seen anyone for 3 months, so now I gotta hang out with everyone, or like, Jesus Christ, I've been hanging out with everyone. Why did I ever do this to myself? I am now going to do my year of solitude. Like, I am now, and then it's just like, it's this sine wave with extreme amplitudes instead of, and that's wow, I didn't know I still had that in me. Amplitude is the height of a wave, right? Anyway, it's just this very chaotic sine wave instead of, a more balanced, go with the flow kind of a situation. What am I to do here? Genuinely, what am I to do here? If I draw into 3 of characters, I'm single tile Yorking it for the Dora. Riichi Dora Dora Red 5, a 4-han slapper. It's pretty evil, pretty conniving. Won't lie to you there. Okay, would have had a 2-3 shape, but I don't think that between the 2 of circles or the 3 of Bamboo, I like the 3 of Bamboo more, right? The 2 of circles only gets good if we draw into a 3. This gets good if we draw into a 2 or a 4. So, not sure what I'm doing there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the Dora here. We don't have a pair right now, and if we end up single tile Yorking it for the Dora, I'm kind of okay with that. Left Lord is calling Riichi. Our luck is running a little bit dry right now. I mean, we're trying. We're trying our absolute darndest, but, yeah, this situation, other players are just kind of getting to it faster than we can. I'm going to trust this extremely early Suji, right? They're not waiting with a 5-6. Could they have an 8-9? Yeah, but like a lot of 8s and a lot of 9s have been thrown. I don't think that that's very likely. 1 of Bamboo. Ugh, I don't love this. I don't love this. It's probably 3 of Bamboo is probably okay. They're not waiting with a 4-5. They could be waiting with a 1-2. We're not really sure yet. I'm going to cut the 1 of characters here just because their first discard was a 2 of characters. You wouldn't cut that from like a 2-2-3 shape. That's just like a maniacal move in this day and age. Okay, Vivian Westwind is fine. White Dragon is also still fine. The really interesting draw here is if we draw into 2 of Bamboo. Or another interesting draw here is if we draw into another Dora, right? Riichi Dora Dora Red 5. I mean, it's hard. Lord, tell me how to say no to this. That's so hard to say no to. Chasing Riichi, that's the only way we get back into this game. Even if we deal into a Mongun, we're not in last place. Like, we can still fight it out for last place, and that's kind of interesting. Yeah, not sure. We'll have to see. If we never draw into the tiles that we need, then this is kind of like a moot situation. Rylord throwing a pretty spicy tile. 2 of Bamboo. There's not a lot on the table that would show that That is a safe tile. A crosslord throwing their hat into the ring, and for that reason, Sharks, I'm out. And for that reason, Sharks, I'm genuinely out. I don't want to. Whoa! Get into his. That's so unlucky. That's giga unlucky. I think this ends the game. Wow, they had 3 Dora in their hand. Just raw dog farm to table 3 Dora in their hand. I enjoy third. Maybe there was a little bit, a tiny bit, small optimizations that we could have done. We'll kiss the ground that we're not fourth, though. Like, look at this. This is how important getting third is in Mahjong Soul. Let's just call it like, this hand is like minus 240, right? If you divide this by 4, we could play this game 60 times. We could get this result 60 times. And it's still not as bad as getting this result once. Or it's equivalent to getting this result once. Is that 4 times 60 is 240? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll take those. Honestly, we'll take those. Honestly, we'll take those. Any game that's not last place is so good. There were some good learning moments. Maka spit on me. Let's go and look back at this game and see what we can do. S and 4th place. That's how you know this game is fricked up. That's how you know this is a godless environment. 4th place also got an S in their Maka grade. Sometimes you're just destined to die. Sometimes you're absolutely destined to die. East 2 folding decision. What happened here? Everybody in the club called Riichi. I mean, the Riichi was called really early on, so they call Riichi. And for that reason, Shark's like, I'm out. Like, maybe there's a way that we can get back into this game. But yeah, Maka doesn't hate this either. They're okay. We see 3 copies of the 2 of Bamboo. Maybe you could try to be a little bit more aggressive. But I'm thinking to myself, I can get rid of this 3 and I can get rid of this 2. And we still have a pair. That's not even that bad for us. You know what I mean? Maka agrees. We're going, yeah, but unfortunately we've run out of safe tiles and we just kind of have to make some weirdo decisions. I should have cut the 8 of characters. That's on me. Eastwind. We can keep that tile for later to throw as a safe tile. Left Lord also calls Riichi. I go inside Suji Gaming. Sure. And this is a weird result, right? Like we should have cut this. Guaranteed safe tile. And then we would have had the Eastwind for when Left Lord calls Riichi. So genuinely getting punished there for a little bit of sloppy folding. And now we're just Omega out. Left Lord also chases with the Riichi. Yeah, a lot of... I don't think we dealt in this game. We didn't deal in this game. It was just other people having way better luck than we did. Okay, East 4. We had a Sanshoku in this hand. We ignored Chiing the Dora, I want to say 13,000 times. Did they like the Chi here? No, because we didn't have Sanshoku confirmed yet. And so I was playing like a monster here. 21 to 57. Okay, I should have kept this around because it was a better shape. That's on me. I fixed my sins, though. And now we're gaming. Now we almost have Sanshoku confirmed. Left Lord again throws out a Dora. We could be in Tenpai right now. I'm Tenpai right now. And they don't hate it. I think Chiing here is not a bad idea. Because we end up in the same situation, like literally a turn later. And our logic has not changed, right? Hang on. Let me just see how this plays out. They cut another copy of the Dora. I Chi here. The Chi evaluation, I'm surprised to see it go up as well, but I think the logic is, well, there's only, like, there's fewer and fewer copies of the Dora. Now you're exceedingly unlikely to get a copy of a Dora. So the Chi here, I play this like a monster. And then Left Lord gets a little unlucky here, right? They can't do anything about that. They're going for a flush in the Bozo suit. I don't blame them. They have a pretty strong hand. Seat win, prevalent win, Red Dragon, half flush. It's 12,000 points in the dealer's seat. And they just deal into me. Okay, South 1, pawn into push decision. This, yeah, the 7 of Bamboo moment, we're going to want that back, right? Left Lord calls Riichi right now. Chi, they wanted me to Chi, actually. That's disgusting. For what? Single tile York? Throw out a tile that's really close to the Riichi tile? I disagree with this. I'm gonna, the 45... I'm okay with having stylistic differences here. Like that's barely more of a optimization. Okay, 3 of the 6s are gone. Sure, you know what I mean? Like sure, maybe. They don't hate this either. It's a 5-point difference. We're folding the pawn. Wow, they love the pawn. I don't know why they love the pawn, but I was feeling it too. This pawn exceedingly awesome? Is this pawn exceedingly awesome? It is. I don't know why. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, well, we still have the 3 of Bamboo to fold with. We know that the West Wind is going to be safe. It's just, you know, I want to stay in the dealer's seat. And we just don't get there, right? We just don't get there. Okay, I feel like I've been playing kind of well recently. Maka's been giving me good grades. We're not getting reprimanded at all after class. I'm feeling good about this one. Folks, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon, which is the best way to support me. Sincerely, thank you for all your support. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Woo! And I'll talk to you soon, okay? Peace.